Hey loves, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, do not forget to hit the subscribe button, like this video and share it with your friends and your loved ones. My name is Obsy. Thank you guys for tuning in once again. So I'll be talking about fragrance dupes in this video. So I have tried to make a collection of like 10 fragrances here. Most of them are actually affordable. They are dupes for more pricey fragrances. I'm also a firm believer of affordable fragrances that smell very expensive. You don't have to break the bank because you want to smell very good or because you want to smell, you know, sophisticated. There are also a lot of fragrances that are very affordable which you can actually, you know, purchase. And if you do not have enough money to get the original fragrance, then you can always go for the dupes. However, if you have the money, I'm always of the opinion that it's better to go for the original fragrances because they are properly done. And even though some of them can be very overpriced, I do know that some of the fragrances are very overpriced, and you just have to know which one is worth your money. If you smell a fragrance, like if you smell an original fragrance and you think that the fragrance is worth the price point, then please go ahead and splurge on it if you can afford it. If not, there are always dupes that are made in the market. There are a lot of brands that make these dupes. So if you like to see the fragrances, then please keep on watching. So the first fragrance I'm going to be showing you guys here is called Club de Nuit Intense by Armaf. This is how it looks right here. Obviously they have like the one for men, but I believe this is the one for women. This is 100 ml if I'm not mistaken. It's a lot that comes in here. I do not remember the price exactly, but I will obviously leave all the links in the description box because I know I purchased this from Amazon. Is it Amazon or Notino? I'm not really sure. This was not expensive at all. This is supposed to be a dupe for the Tom Ford Noir de Noir. Honestly, Tom Ford Noir de Noir has been on my wish list for a very long time. As more fragrances keep coming up in the market or new fragrances are being released in the market, I ended up pushing Noir de Noir by Tom Ford away because I felt like the scent was very good, but then sometimes I feel like Tom Ford fragrances are very overpriced, and I do not intend to spend a lot of money on a fragrance that is not as unique as I would expect it to be, especially if you're going to give me 50 ml for about 300 euros, then it must be very unique for me. Even though I have always wanted to get that fragrance, even if it's a smaller bottle or the body spray or something, because I genuinely loved how it smelled. So for me to see this one that smells similar, a bit similar to Tom Ford Noir de Noir, then I was very impressed. On its own, it's a very strong, spicy, fresh, rosy fragrance. It is very powdery. It is very long lasting. The sillage is mind-blowing. People are going to smell you. I have definitely like watched reviews and seen people talk about this particular fragrance. So like I said, it has notes of rose, it has notes of saffron, it has notes of nutmeg, patchouli, vanilla, and it has notes of oud as well. So I certainly get like the rose note in here. I get the note of oud as well. It's definitely spicy, so it's a fresh spicy fragrance. I get the rose note here as well. See, it's an amazing fragrance. I don't even know how to explain it, but I just know that this is a fragrance that is really nice. And if you do like Tom Ford Noir de Noir, then definitely this is a dupe and you should definitely get your hands on it. I don't know if it smells similar to the guy's version because I know that a lot of people have talked about the male version as well. So if this smells nice, then I think that the guy's one will also smell nice as well. So yeah, check this out. I mean, you guys already know that I talk about a lot of Zara fragrances on this channel, so there are definitely going to be some Zara fragrances in this video, but I have not made this video specifically for Zara, so I don't have a lot of them, but there are some fragrances from Zara here. But then if you're looking for affordable fragrances that smell like the designer fragrances or some niche fragrances, Zara has a lot. I believe that most, or if not all, their fragrances are inspired by already made fragrances in the designer range or in a niche range. So the one I have here is called Cherry Smoothie from Zara. This is obviously a dupe for the Lost Cherry from Tom Ford, and I particularly love this one. I use this one as my everyday scent, but then I also mix it to something more spicy or sensual. I don't wear this alone because I feel like maybe the longevity might not be as much or as long lasting as I expect it to be, but then it's Zara and the price point, I mean, you can't even go wrong. Most of the time I mix it with Fashionably London from Zara as well, so I feel like that those two combo is mad. Also, if you try this Cherry Smoothie and maybe Red Temptation, or a dupe of the Baccarat Rouge 540. It's an amazing layering combination, and I think that you guys would definitely love it. So yeah, this is Cherry Smoothie, a dupe for the Lost Cherry from Tom Ford, and I think that this is absolutely amazing. I do not own the Lost Cherry from Tom Ford, but people that own both tell me that they love Cherry Smoothie more than they love Lost Cherry. I do not know why, but a lot of people say they love Cherry Smoothie. So I mean, based on popular belief and demand, you should get your hands on Cherry Smoothie if you want that cherry sort of, you know, smell, vanilla. It's like a sweet, fresh vanilla scent with notes of cherry in it. I don't know how to explain this scent, man, but it's an amazing scent basically. Next on my list is Carolina Herrera Very Good Girl. This is how it looks, the red one. If you are a fan of Perfumes de Mali Delina, everyone loves Delina. Is it Delina Exclusive, Delina Rose? Is it the, I don't even know the ones they have these days. Like, they've come up with different flankers now, but this is a dupe for the Delina Exclusive. A lot of people have raved about this one just because it is a dupe. I don't own Perfumes de Mali Delina, but I have gone in store and I've smelt it, and honestly speaking, Delina is not a fragrance that I would actually want to buy. I love the fragrance, don't get me wrong, I love it. I think it's an amazing feminine fragrance. It's an amazing feminine scent. It's something that you can wear on a date night, something that you can wear for a wedding. I just think it's a very soft, feminine, sensual, floral scent. But I like the fact that we have a dupe, even though this is not as affordable. Like, when I say affordable, I mean like below $100. If you get like a smaller bottle, maybe you can get it below $100. If you're going to get like the 50 or 100 ml, then you probably get it for about $150 if I'm not mistaken, or just there about that price range. Whereas Parfum de Mali Delina is about 300 or 350 euros depending on where you buy from, so it's quite expensive. This is a very good dupe for Delina, and it smells very similar. I cannot even pinpoint the difference. Yeah, it is giving me like a spicy patchouli scent. I feel like there's a lot of patchouli in here. There's something sweet. I think there's notes of lychee in here. I will list all the notes on the screen if I've not said that. I think it's a very good dupe, honestly. If I have this, I don't think I would need to buy Parfum de Mali Delina, because first of all, I think almost everyone owns that particular fragrance. It's one of the popular niche fragrance, so I'm glad that I was able to have this one that can replace that. It gives off the same vibe. It's sensual, it's spicy, you know, it's sweet, it's elegant. I mean, it also has a sister from Zara. That is the Fashionably London. I think people have said that it smells like Parfum de Mali as well, Delina. So yeah, if you don't want this one, you can also check out Fashionably London from Zara. They smell a bit similar, but I think I prefer this one as a good dupe for the Delina or Delina Exclusive. So my next, of course, Zara fragrance that I will show you guys as a dupe is the Rose Gourmand. I think that everybody knows this fragrance by now. Everyone has raved about this fragrance. I mean, I have a full detailed review about this fragrance on my channel. I'm going to leave it in the description box. This is supposed to be a dupe for the Montal Intense Cafe, apparently. I also think it's a good dupe for the Gentle Fluidity Gold from MFK. They smell a bit similar in my opinion, but this is very, very good. This is long lasting as well. Projection of this one is very crazy. The sillage is very crazy. The longevity is very crazy. People would not believe that you're wearing a Zara fragrance, so this is definitely one for the books. I feel like this is something that lasts a long time in your collection. I mean, this is 80 ml for about what, $20 or $25 or $30. I do not remember the exact price, because I know that Zara has increased their prices a bit now, but it's still very affordable nonetheless for 80 ml, and for a fragrance that will actually last long in your collection, for a fragrance that actually smells very feminine, very sensual, very sweet, not in a sickly manner, but like sweet in a seductive manner, in a fresh manner, in a mature manner. That makes sense. So yeah, Rose Gourmand is certainly one I think that you guys should try out if you've never tried it out, but I believe that a lot of people know about this fragrance by now. My next fragrance dupe here is called Amethyst by Lalique. This is how it looks, and this is a dupe for the Parfums de Mali Meliora. So this is a very fruity scent, and when I mean fruity scent, I mean it has notes of blackcurrant, peony, blueberries, strawberry, all the berries. I feel like this is a very gorgeous scent. And when I smelled Meliora, obviously Meliora is more long lasting because I've used a sample of Meliora before and I loved it. I loved how long lasting. I love the dry down of Meliora and I felt like that was an amazing scent, but once again it's very pricey and I don't think it's worth my money. It's an amazing scent nonetheless, but I feel like that could have been done in a designer, you know, price range, and I'll actually not mind purchasing that particular fragrance. But the fact that the fragrance is about $300, nah. Lalique certainly came out with a dupe. Now I would not say that this is as long lasting as Meliora, of course not, because this is quite affordable. I bought this for like 7,000 forints, very inexpensive honestly. So this is very, very affordable, so I would not say that this is as long lasting. Nonetheless, it is a very powerful scent, and I feel like once you spray this on, people can tell that you sprayed something different. This is fruity, but then it's not your regular average designer fruity fragrance. This is a more unique fruity scent because you can definitely tell that there are notes of all these blackcurrant and peony in this, but then it's in a more sophisticated manner. I certainly love this one. It reminds me of a lot of things. I definitely love this one, and I think that you guys should check it out if you like a fruity scent, especially in this summer weather. This would be very good for the hot climate. I think I would also like to wear this in like autumn. It's not so cold, but it's also not so hot. This is a perfect spring fragrance or autumn fragrance. Maybe in the summer when it's too hot, it might be a bit nauseating, I'm not sure, but because it has that fresh vibe as well, I think it's also good. It can pass for a summer fragrance. All right, my next fragrance here is from Federico Maura, and this is the Pure Royal Perfume 906. You guys, I have literally almost run out of this one. This is a dupe for the Tom Ford Tobacco Vanille, and I love it. Honestly speaking, Tobacco Vanille by Tom Ford is a fragrance that I think I would want to buy because it's very unique. I have not seen one fragrance that smells like that. It is not your average tobacco and vanilla fragrance. Like, it is a mad combination that I have never smelled in my life, and up until now I have not smelled anything close to this, except you're doing an exact dupe for this particular fragrance. I have not seen any fragrance that gives off that vibe like Tobacco Vanille. So that is one perfume that I would definitely want to have the original in my collection. If you cannot afford the original because it's a bit pricey, you can definitely check out 906 from FM. I think that this is a very good dupe. It lasts long on me, as in it lasts the whole day on me. Even as a dupe, it lasts the whole day. It projects. People are always gonna ask you, what are you wearing? Like, this is a very, very good one. Yeah, this is definitely one I definitely recommend for sure. This one everyone knows. Everyone knows Shag Have Oud by Swiss Arabian. Everyone knows that this is a dupe for the Oud Bouquet by Lancome. Like, this is a beast mode fragrance. This is one fragrance that just a little goes a long way, just because of how strong and powerful this is. This is an amazing fragrance. Lasts long on me the whole time. It projects, but then I recommend this in a summer night or in winter time because of how strong and how creamy. I think there's notes of praline in here. It's strong, it's sweet, it's dense, it has a lot of depth to it. It is an amazing one. I keep saying amazing. This one is amazing. Like, this one smells great. This one smells glorious. I can't really tell so much of the difference between the Oud Bouquet by Lancome and this one, but I think that the Oud Bouquet by Lancome probably has more oil concentration, in my opinion, because I tried to compare both. If you can afford the original, fine, go for it, but this is a very good dupe. I think that this can definitely replace the original if you cannot afford it, and this is very affordable as well. Next on my list, I have Oud for Glory by Latafa Perfumes, Badel Oud, I don't know. Oud for Glory by Latafa Perfumes. Obviously, I think from the make of the bottle you already know what this is a dupe for. So this is a dupe for the Oud for Greatness by Initio Fragrances. To be frank with you, I cannot tell the difference. I don't own a full bottle of Initio Oud for Greatness, but I have used the samples countless times. As in, I remember the first time I got my hands on that fragrance, that was like in 2020, and guys, it was a discovery. I was like, what is this fragrance? I'm not hearing anyone talk about this fragrance, so I kept using the samples upon samples because it is pricey. Like, Initio Oud for Greatness is an expensive fragrance, but it's worth it. Honestly speaking, it is worth it. Note of tobacco, oud. It is sensual, it is sexy. Ooh, it is expensive, it is luxurious. It just smells like you have money. And to have a dupe that smells very similar to the original, guys, you cannot go wrong with this one. This one, they did a thing here. It smells very original. People are going to smell you from afar. People will not tell the difference. If people are into fragrances, I promise you, they will not even tell the difference between this one and the original Oud for Greatness. It is very potent, very long lasting, very affordable as well. Recent one I've added to my collection right now is called Qaed. It's Qaed, still by Latafa Fragrances. Guys, these people are doing the damn thing. This is a very spicy fragrance, you guys. So this is a very warm, spicy fragrance with notes of vanilla, leather, cinnamon. Ooh. Guys, this is an intoxicating fragrance. It has notes of oud, it has notes of amber, it has notes of saffron, leather. You guys, there's so many notes in here. And it is just it's an amazing fragrance. Like, honestly, this on a guy, oh child, take me to the room, take me to dinner. I just want to follow you wherever you're going. Like, wherever you're spraying this fragrance and you're going, like, let's go together. You guys, this fragrance is sexy. It's sexy on a guy, it's sexy on a woman. Like, it's a very nice unisex fragrance, honestly speaking. It doesn't smell similar to MFK Grand Tour, but it gives me the same vibe. You see, Grand Tour is one fragrance that I feel like whenever I smell that on a man, guy, like, my head loses a knot. This is the same vibe that this fragrance gives me. People say this is a dupe for the Interlude Man from Amouage. I don't know how true that is, because obviously I do not own any fragrance from Amouage. There are some fragrances from the guys section that I actually like from Amouage. I love Reflection, I love Interlude, I love, there's this new one in the green bottle, I don't remember the name. The men fragrances are better than the women's fragrances, I do not know, but in my opinion they are better. But this smells like Interlude Man. This is very long lasting, you guys. I'm telling you, this is very, very long lasting. And I love the packaging, the fact that it's not even that expensive. And look at the pack. I got this for $10K, $20. Or this is quite a fragrance, and I think that this is a good one. So if you're looking for something for yourself or for your partner as a guy, it's a unisex fragrance, so I think that this would definitely go well for both genders. And it's very inexpensive. Like I said, it has notes of cinnamon, it has notes of oud, amber, vanilla. I think this would actually be better in the cooler months, because obviously a fragrance as spicy as this, I feel like this would be better in the cooler season, because that's when the notes actually come into play. But if you wear this in a hot climate, it's going to be nauseating. It's just too hot for this kind of fragrance. We're gradually entering the autumn season. I think this is definitely a fragrance I'll be wearing a lot, so definitely check this out. Now, my last and final fragrance, you guys, is Montel Arabian's Tonka. It's in a league of its own, in my opinion, but it smells similar to Intense Cafe. It smells like MFK Gentle Fluidity Gold. I don't have much to say about this fragrance, but I think that this is a very nice fragrance. It's very sexy, it's very luxurious. I mean, people want to smell you. It's a compliment getter for sure. It's very inexpensive as well, because this is a niche fragrance. One thing about Montel fragrances is that their fragrances are quite affordable and very long lasting. So if you're trying to even go into the niche fragrance and you don't know how to start, you don't know how to, you know, buy because they're quite expensive, I suggest that you start with Montel fragrances because they're quite affordable and they're very long lasting. So you can get like the 50 ml bottles, or you can get the 100 ml bottles. I'm telling you, the 100 ml bottles are usually around $100, $100 or $150 maximum, and the 50 ml are usually around like just a bit below $100. So I think that it is worth your money, especially if you're going for unique scents, or you're looking for unique scents like the oud ones. You know, they have dupes of MFK as well. They have dupes dupes of different fragrances, but they are not a fragrance dupe company. But I feel like they have fragrances that smell similar to other fragrances that are probably more pricey, and they have unique fragrances as well. The popular ones are Roses Musk, you know, dark purple, Arabians. This one is Arabian Tonka. They have an amazing collection of fragrances that I feel are very reputable, very long lasting, and very affordable as well. That brings me to the end of this video. I hope you guys have loved my collection of dupes, if that makes sense. Obviously I still have more fragrances that are like dupes, but for now I think this will do. These are 10 fragrances and I feel like they are enough for a start. So yeah, let me know which ones you guys have or you guys own in your collection that I have not mentioned here. And if you've not subscribed, please make sure you hit the subscribe button, like this video, share it to your friends and your loved ones. Follow me on all social media handles. I'm going to leave it on the screen, and I'm going to see you in my next video.